This is an untold story of peace overcoming war against incredible odds. A year ago, Will Watson gave up his day job to film a documentary about civil war in a Pacific island that decimated 20% of Bougainville's population. The New Zealand's peacekeepers used guitars instead of guns to bring lasting peace to a region torn apart by civil war. Inspired by a horrific image of a Palestinian girl, Will is passionate about delivering this message of peace to the world.
I'm the first in 6 generations. I'm from a colonial country of New Zealand, first in 6 generations that hasn't marched off to any European war. So the gift for my life was that I didn't end up going to a war, and I'm hoping that the future for my children and my children's children is that they can also not be marched off to a war and can live in peace. So I'm hoping that we can save one child in this world making this movie.
With the documentary only 70% complete, the following trailer offers an insight into the immense dedication and hard work that Will has already put into the project.
In a world of civil war and conflict, how can we create lasting peace? To find the answer, we will journey to Bougainville Island, the centre of the Pacific's worst civil war. The war began over the destruction of the environment caused by the world's largest copper mine and resulting lack of fair compensation offered to landowners.
Anyone on their path would just be shot, and they didn't care about children, they didn't care about women. Every morning we would get up wherever we were and hide in the jungles.
People knew that when helicopters come around, that means there's danger.
It is the bloodiest war. Brother against brother, father against son, mother against daughter.
We thank them for not cutting off his face.
He was tied on his neck with a rope and dragged behind a vehicle until he died.
We'd watched the devastation and the loss of life that occurred in Bougainville, upwards of 20,000 people who died when infrastructure and society broke down.
Frankly, it was an eye-opener. It was a shock. It was devastating. This can't go on like this.
We didn't trust each other because we were killed by our own people. The women were raped by the people that they knew, relatives, people from the other clans. So outsiders were needed to come and broker peace.
The Maori concert group and a good shipment of guitars are going to be the main weapons in our arsenal.
Whack! It connects. It connects. Who, as a commander, would say to his contingent, we're taking guitars and not rifles? Who in their right mind would put that up there? You've really got to be thinking, I should be in the funny one.
That a lot of power and a lot of influence came from young men carrying guns. So would the young men carrying guns back off and allow this peace process to go forward, and would those monitors be protected by the local populace? That was one of the big questions at the beginning of the operation.
I was conscious that we could fail any hour of the day.
The most important thing that, to me, that happened was bringing in people that did not have guns, because already we were scared of people with guns. No?
This concept of Ngāti too, about bringing cultures together, about recognising the values of each and not contradicting it, but saying, here are the strengths. Let's bring them together, let's fuse this whole new kaupapa. Aroha is about that entire concept of people coming together for the right reasons. It incorporates things like charity, it incorporates things like humility, incorporates things like concepts of love, giving and forgiving, all into this arena called aroha. Tētahi ki tētahi, aroha for each other.
Women were the ones that were appealing to us, to the men. They said, look, please, we're now sick of seeing our children die so young. Please, make peace. We cannot bear this anymore.
Women everywhere spoke the same language and they wanted the same thing. We wanted peace and stability for our children. We wanted guns to be laid down. We wanted disposal of arms. We wanted our sons' husbands who were in the jungle to come out and talk peace.
They shamed almost these men to have the courage to sign that document, which for some could have been signing their death warrant.
Every peace process is different. There's not a template that you can put and say, this is the way to do it.
We have shown the world that real peace can be achieved. Not somebody owns it, not somebody can control it from outside, but we are the ones in control as real owners of the peace process. That's why this peace process is a real success story.
To complete War with No Guns, Will needs the help and support of a sponsor, which will allow the documentary to catch this year's summer film festivals. To help Will achieve his goal to save one child, to end war and take this incredible message to market, please contact us.